now we have attacks.
Welcome to Stage 2 of La Vuelta Femenina. After Jumbo-Visma took a narrow victory in yesterday's team time trial, putting Anna Henderson into red and her teammates into the other distinctive jerseys, it's time for the sprinters to stretch their legs. Everybody has had a chance to recharge their batteries before this 105-kilometre pedal from Orihuela to Pilar de la Horadada. There's only one climb on the menu, although parts of it are steeper than the profile would suggest. It tops out with just over 19k to go, so that's where a strong rider could have a go if they wanted to catch out the sprinters. There was a pretty hectic start to the day's action with plenty of attacks and even a few crashes, although they came before the live pictures. 4 riders eventually snuck away. Coralie de Mai, Catalina Soto, Urani Blanco and Andrea Casagrande, the youngest rider in the race at just 18 years of age. But the peloton were giving them very little rope. There were also a few nerves in this main bunch, not just because of the early crashes, but also due to a slight crosswind. The gap coming right down as de Mai and Blanco pushed on together, leaving Soto and Casagrande to be swallowed up by the peloton. The main world teams now coming to the front of the bunch to assert their control and keeping those 2 escapees in their sights. They made the catch just before the town of Torremendo, home to a particularly nasty hairpin turn.
Here we are, this is that 180-degree turn. Hit the brakes. No, and of course we do have that crash. Look at the curbstones there, they're pretty high. We have a really big crash here.
Plenty of riders going to ground, but luckily nobody appeared to have suffered any major damage. The UAE leader Silvia Persico was caught up in it, but she got back to the pack with the help of her teammate Carolina Cumiega. Next up was the intermediate sprint with 6, 4 and 2 seconds available to the first 3 ladies over the line. Plenty of interested parties then, and it was Femke Marcus who got there just ahead of her sister Rihanna, followed by the returning Chloe Dijkert. Rihanna Marcus taking over from her teammate Henderson as the new virtual race leader. The riders hitting the Puerto de Rebate and its deceptive average gradient of just 1.2%. It probably felt like much more than that when Kasia Niewiadoma started piling on the pressure. The pole from Canyon Schramm doing some serious damage in this front group, but she couldn't shift Marianne Vos or Charlotte Kohl, 2 of the big sprint favourites. It all came back together then after the summit, everything set for a shootout in Pilar de la Horadada.
And the sprint is starting. Rihanna Marcus getting to the front there. On her wheel is Anna Henderson. That is Persico. And this is a really interesting attack. Is this Chloe Dijkert? It is indeed Chloe Dijkert. What a comeback that would be for Chloe Dijkert. She has to keep on pedaling. She's got 100 meters to go. She has Marianne Vos going past her, and also Charlotte Kohl. Marianne Vos or Charlotte Kohl? Is it going to be Marianne Vos? It's going to be Charlotte Kohl in the win. Marianne Vos in second place, meaning that she is now she's not the virtual leader. She leads the race.
Charlotte Kohl taking her first Grand Tour stage victory in some style, powering to the line ahead of Vos and a resurgent Dijkert. The 23-year-old has really stepped out of Lorena Wiebes' shadow since Wiebes left DSM for SD Works this season. The former speed skater already has 3 wins this year, and she is targeting another one tomorrow.
This is my first big win in a Grand Tour, so really nice to do it on the second real opportunity. The first opportunity with the second stage. It was a hectic final and we knew that. So yeah, I was almost boxed in, but luckily I found the right wheel in the end, and it was a really long sprint. SK and made it a really long sprint. So yeah, it was a hard one. So my horse even more flat, so let's go.
Kohl taking it ahead of Vos and Dijkert, who's back on the road after a 14-month absence due to various health problems. Blanca Vas and Rachele Barbieri rounding out the top 5. With 6 bonus seconds at the finish, Vos takes over from Henderson as the race leader, but the gaps are still insignificant, only 15 seconds separating the top 10. Kohl picked up 50 points for her sprint win, so she leads the green jersey standings ahead of Dijkert and Vos. And France's Jadville is the first Queen of the Mountains after picking up 3 points on the Puerto de Rebate. As Kohl said, it should be another sprint tomorrow on an even flatter day to La Roda, so do join us then, and thanks for watching.